If money were only about working harder, most people wouldn't feel this exhausted all the time. They wouldn't wake up already anxious, checking balances before checking messages. They wouldn't feel like they're running constantly, and still standing in the same place. Yet millions of people are doing everything they were told to do, working long hours, staying loyal, being careful, and still feel behind. That isn't personal failure. That's illusion. From an early age, we're taught that effort guarantees stability. Work hard, stay consistent, and everything will eventually work out. But stability today isn't awarded by effort alone. It's awarded by position, timing, and leverage. Two people can work equally hard and end up in completely different financial realities depending on industry, opportunity, or when they enter the system. Hard work still matters, but it no longer decides outcomes on its own. The illusion isn't that effort is useless. It's that effort guarantees safety. Another illusion is that a good salary means you're secure. A higher income feels like protection, like a shield against stress. But income without control is fragile. Many people earning what society calls good money are one missed paycheck away from anxiety. Not because they're careless, but because expenses quietly expand to match income. More earnings bring more commitments, more subscriptions, more obligations that don't feel heavy individually but become crushing together. A salary can increase comfort while reducing freedom, and the illusion is believing income equals safety. We're also taught that saving money is the solution. Save for emergencies. Build a cushion. And saving is still important. But savings alone don't protect against systemic forces. Inflation slowly erodes purchasing power. Costs rise faster than wages. Economic shifts happen without warning. Money held still in a moving system loses value quietly. Saving is a defense, not a strategy. The illusion is believing safety comes from standing still while everything around you accelerates. Then there's debt, often treated as a moral failure. Debt carries shame, guilt, and silence. But debt isn't a mistake in the system. It is a requirement. Entire economies depend on borrowed money. Education, housing, transportation, even basic living are structured around long-term obligation. People don't fall into debt because they're irresponsible. They enter it because that's how access is designed. The illusion is thinking debt defines your worth instead of recognizing how deeply it's engineered into modern life. When financial stress becomes constant, many people assume they're bad with money. They blame their discipline, their habits, their decisions. But stress is not always mismanagement. Often, it's mathematics. Wages grow slowly while costs rise aggressively. Time becomes the limiting resource. No amount of budgeting can fully offset a system where inputs lag behind outputs. The illusion is internalizing pressure that was never meant to be solved individually. Another belief is that there's one correct path to financial success. Study hard, graduate, get a job, climb the ladder. This path still works for some people, in some industries, at certain moments. But it's no longer universal. The modern economy rewards adaptability, leverage, and awareness of systems more than obedience. Believing there's only one right way turns deviation into shame instead of strategy. It makes people feel lost when the path changes, even though the system itself is constantly shifting. The most damaging illusion of all is the feeling of being behind. Social media compresses time. It shows outcomes without context, success without history, wins without survivorship bias. People compare their full lives to someone else's edited moments. But financial timelines are not linear. Some stability comes late. Some progress is invisible. Some advantages are inherited, not earned. Feeling behind often has nothing to do with ability or effort. It's a lack of reference, not a lack of value. These illusions don't exist by accident. They keep people focused inward, blaming themselves, instead of questioning the mechanics around them. And once you see that, something shifts. Not motivation. Not hustle. Clarity. You stop asking what's wrong with you and start asking how the system actually works. This isn't about shortcuts or overnight success. It's about removing beliefs that quietly drain energy and self-worth. Because understanding money isn't about becoming rich. It's about staying grounded in a system that profits from confusion. Welcome to Money Mechanics Lab, where we explain the system, not shame the people living inside it.